is a baby skater, so that happened. We turn it down just a smidge. It is not, Kevin.
It's cheating.
It
is cheating. You could have kept the normal size skates you had on.
But those ones kept on making me fall every time they got up.
What? Mine made me fall.
Stop it.
And I got back up.
KJ, leave him alone.
My butt and wrist.
Cover your mouth, boy.
3A.
So I asked for the toy skates.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Hello. How are y'all doing?
My wrist and my butt were hurting for the next 3 days.
Everybody's saying hi in the comments. I appreciate that. I'm going to get to the top commenters of the day in just a second. I have to wear a mask because my nephews are here and one of them is sick. So if it sounds like I'm muffled, that's because I am. Yeah, congratulations to Alexis. She made it through the whole semester. It wasn't a smooth sailing, but you know what? The point is that you made it. So congratulations to you, Alexis. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing, okay? I actually did. Thank you very much. All right. I'm getting through y'all comments. Yeah, the nephews are here. All right. Top commenters of the day go to Kayla. She was numero uno when I first came in. Oh, wait a minute. No, she wasn't. I'm sorry. That was Aaliyah. So Aaliyah was number 1. Kayla, Hiram was 3, and Kayla was number 2. And then everybody that came in after that came in at the same time as Kayla. So I'm going to give them top comment of the day as well. So Alexis, Donnie, and Kenny. Everybody else that came in behind them came in after. Ooh, it was a lot of 829 comments. They came in after 829. So actually, James here actually is all the last person that I will mention in top comment of the day. They all came in at the same time. They all commented at the same time. So they all get top commenter of the day. I appreciate that. All righty. So let's get into it. She said, "Don't try it." The reward at the end of the tunnel is always the best, even when you had to struggle to get it, Alexis. So don't worry. Next time, you're going to do better, even better, because we're going to knuckle down and you're going to study and you're going to get it. Ain't no issues. You're going to have a few bumps, but you got this. Don't worry about it. All right, Hiram. Hiram said he only got 2 more weeks. Congrats on that, because I know how that feels. I was once a high schooler, okay? Once upon a blue moon. What is it, almost 25 years? Is it 20?
20 in 2 years.
It'd be 20 in 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! 20 years. 20 years. She said, fuck macroeconomics, girl. I only had to take that class once. And I was done. And it was an intro. And I was like, thank God for that. Okay? What? Do you need to blow your nose again? KJ, take him to the bathroom so he can blow his nose. And pick that cup up. Take him in the bathroom so he can blow his nose. And make sure you wash your hands. Both of you. Go ahead.
Okay, but I know the race is about to start.
Go blow your nose, boy. Kevin, go. Alrighty. I'm a little uncomfortable with that mask on. Okay, so today I promised y'all a topic of conversation, but first we're going to go over Backlash because Backlash is this Saturday. All right, we're going to talk about the matches for Backlash and the predictions for Backlash. All right, and then we're going to get into the topic before we start talking about normal everyday stuff. Okay. Now, Backlash is going to be Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Now, There are several matches on the docket. It seems that the match card is set for Backlash, and there is not going to be any more matches added. I don't know about that. They may add that women's tag team match to this. I'm not sure. Relax in there. I'm not sure, but it's quite possible, okay? But to just go by what we have Cody Rhodes going up against Brock Lesnar, and this is just, I guess you could say, a revenge slash bragging rights type of match. So I'm gonna put my money on Cody Rhodes. I think Cody's gonna take this one. Now, Seth Rollins is going up against Omos for whatever strange reason. And I mean, I always put my money on Seth Rollins. Like, I never truly bet against him, but I'm going to go with Seth Rollins on this particular match. I never vote for Omos in any capacity because I don't like the way Omos wrestles. With all that being said, yeah, this match isn't the greatest booking, but it's interesting, I guess you could say. Moving on to the other big kahuna match. It's a 6-man tag team match between the Usos and Solo Sikoa, and obviously the tag team champions Kevin and Sammy and Matt Riddle. Now, the final nail in the coffin for me would be for the Usos and Solo to lose this match, but I don't know. They could lose it and they could win it. So it's a catch-22. Kevin and Sammy are still the tag team champs for right now. It is what it is. So I don't know how this match is going to play out. I'm going to put my money on Kevin, Sammy, and Riddle. But I think that this match could go either way, to be honest. All right, so you got another big marquee match. Bad Bunny is going up against Damian Priest. This is going to be a street fight match for Damian and Bad Bunny. And quite frankly, I'm invested in it. I think Damian did a good job as being a heel, and Bad Bunny, of course, is a good face, but he's kind of a little bit more edgy, and he has a lot more grit to him as a face. Logan, move back. He was sitting there first before you hurt yourself. I don't want you to get squished. Okay? I promise you're not missing nothing. Okay? You okay? There's no room in the hallway. The juice right there that keeps you from laying right there, honey. All right? You gotta trust me. All right. So I'm gonna put my money on Bad Bunny on this one. I don't think that Bad Bunny's gonna lose to Damian Priest, him and his Beijing sides. So I'm gonna go with Bad Bunny on this one. In this match, if you're going against Rhea Ripley, you're crazy, okay? And it's no shade to Zelina Vega. I think she's going to have a good offense in this match, but ultimately she's going to be outmanned and outmatched in this match. And I don't mean manned like a man is going to be wrestling her, but Rhea Ripley she outpowers her, she outweighs her, she's taller than her, she's genuinely a better wrestler than her, and I just don't see Rhea Ripley dropping this title anytime soon. And quite frankly, while Zelina Vega is in her home state, her home country, I'm going to put my money on Rhea Ripley on this one. Rhea Ripley is probably more than likely going to beat Zelina Vega, but Zelina Vega will have a really good showing in Puerto Rico. All right. Speaking of the grouse, Bianca Belair and Io Sky are going to put on a match at Backlash as well. I don't see Bianca Belair dropping her championship either to Io. I'd be hella shocked if she did, but I just don't see any of the champions losing their championships at this present time. Now, I think that Io Sky is going to have a good showing, and I think that one of the members of Damage Control is going to cost her this match, namely Bayley. And I think that's how that's going to all end up playing out and lead to the split of Damage Control. Or at least to Io Sky leaving Damage Control. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me get to some of y'all comments. Let me see. Oh, they can't wait. I'm probably gonna miss Backlash. Wait, you got a catering job or something? What's going on? Why are you not gonna watch Backlash? That'll be someone swatting a fly. I want to be a DQ, I know, but I don't want Zelina to lose in Puerto Rico. I mean, if it's a disqualification, that's great. For Zelina Vega. But I don't know. I feel like Rhea Ripley, she's gonna get a good offense against Rhea Ripley, but I think that Zelina's gonna lose in Puerto Rico. If they give her that championship, oh my god. The absolute madness. I want it to be Dakota to cost her. Really? I'd rather it be Bailey. Oh, Don said he's going to Tennessee for your god sister's graduation. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations to her on her graduation. You know, I keep you updated on all the stuff to see. What's wrong with you? You okay? You good? Can I get a thumbs up, please? A little one? You're gonna stop being so mean to me. I'm gonna stop talking to you. Anyways, the girls are going to be fighting. They coming out in full force, okay? And then finally, we have a triple threat for the United States Championship. Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed are both challenging Austin Theory for his United States Championship. Now, this is the second triple threat match that Austin Theory has been in. I don't see him losing this title. If he does, Bobby would probably get it. Bronson Reed is not getting his championship. He's been drafted to Raw, and you could just pretty much tell where this is heading by who's landing where in the draft. I almost wish they would have did the draft after Backlash, so it would have gave you just a little bit less of an insight into it. You know what I'm saying? You won't feel like you know the outcome of each match based off of where certain people are in the draft. I just feel like it would have been a better, it would have been perceived a little bit better in terms of Backlash if they handled the draft after it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I ain't finna trip about it. You know what I'm saying? So that is Backlash. And then after Backlash is over, they will more than likely announce how they're going to go about the process of crowning the new World Heavyweight Champion for the show for Monday Night Raw. Now, Paul Heyman said it, Triple H said it, and it's very clear. All you conspiracy theorists that's out there tripping and blowing balls and shit because you scared Roman is gonna be a three. He's gonna be wearing 3 belts. Get it out your mind because it's not happening. Roman Reigns is champion, but he is only champion on SmackDown. He is not the champion of both shows, which means that someone new will be holding this new championship. It will not be Roman Reigns. Okay? So everybody relax. Breathe. Okay? Calm yourselves. All right, love? Jesus Christ. Okay? You're always welcome if it's nearby, Dawn. Oh, you can stop by Alexis's. Yeah, Alexis' house is lit. Her house lit. Her house lit. Roll up over there. Scare her a little bit. Take it off Austin and let Bronson and Bobby go at it for the U.S. title. Honestly, Bobby's on SmackDown now. So Bronson is the only odd man out in this match. He most definitely will not get that championship at Backlash. Either Theory's going to keep it or Bobby Lashley is going to get it. That's just the way it's going to be. You know, something stupid will happen in that 3-way for Theory. Yeah, that's why I'm not worried about it. Unless Bobby wins the title back, which I wouldn't mind that. That's fine. You know, thank God, right? Okay, because they're still confused. I don't see how you could be. Paul Heyman made it very clear that Roman most definitely cannot challenge for that championship. Okay, he just can't. So, and Triple H made it very clear that once Roman is drafted, wherever he was drafted to, that's where he will stay. So I don't understand how you could correlate the two to this belt being something that Roman could acquire within the next year, unless they make a trade of some kind, which I highly doubt, because the only person who is of equal caliber to Roman in any capacity in terms of their market value, their pull, and their ability to draw is Cody. So why would you like? It would cause more discomfort than not to draft Roman to SmackDown and then trade him to Raw for Cody. It it's just going too much. Like it's doing too fucking much. Okay, so y'all relax yourselves. This beautiful belt is going to be challenged at Night of the Champions, and everybody that's going to be able to fight for it is going to have an equal chance, and it's going to be a Raw exclusive tournament, it seems like. Alrighty then. Like I said yesterday, it is Asian American and Pacific Islander month, which means that everybody in the WWE who is of that particular ethnicity has a whole month dedicated to them, just like African American Black History Month is. So if you want to, you can look up some info on Dakota Kai, the Usos, Solo, Roman, Asuka, the people on NXT. There's Dante Chen, there's Boa, there's obviously Io Sky, Shinsuke Nakamura, who else? Oh, you've got the Rock's daughter over on NXT as well, Ava Raine. There's several people who fit into this category, and some we may not even know. You got Tamina as well. So why don't you look up some people and kind of acclimate yourself to Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month and do a little bit of research and start finding out some things. Also, there's a video that's posted on somebody's Instagram. I can't think of it, but it's Jacob Fatu explaining how the Anoa'i family is connected to each other. Y'all need to listen to that because everybody thinks that Jacob is another brother to the Usos and Solo, and he is not. He is their cousin. He is Rikishi's brother's son. Roman is the son of one of the twins, one of the Wild Samoans. So that's why he's their older cousin and not like their, he's not the same. He's not on the same level as them in terms of, cousins. But that's why he's their older cousin, because he was born to one of the twins. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody understands, because on Google, on Wikipedia, it's all wrong. It is all wrong. It's all wrong. Okay. But anyways, so let's get into the topic of the day. Let's get into the topic. So I want y'all to listen to this video, and I'll be back.
I saw a question on Twitter about Money in the Bank, and I tried to go back and find that tweet because I wanted to give credit to the original post. But the question is, who is your underrated pick to win Money in the Bank? So I scrolled through the comments, and a lot of answers that I saw, especially for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, was Trish Stratus. Not knocking anybody's answers, because Trish Stratus would be an underrated pick to win Money in the Bank. Would I like to see Trish Stratus win Money in the Bank? I'm not sure about it. But my question to you is, and I want you to answer it honestly in the comments, what is your underrated pick for Money in the Bank? Not someone you want to win, not somebody you think is going to win. Somebody that you would be totally shocked if they won Money in the Bank this year. Let me know in the comments.
What you trying to download, boy? Okay, go on. Go on in there. And you too. And don't be in there touching stuff and don't drop anything. You got me? Get. Turn around before you fall. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And don't listen. Get Thickums 1 and Thickums 2. Get on in there. Yeah, I'm talking to both of y'all. Don't you look at me like that, boy. Don't you look at me like that, boy. Get on in there. Turn the light on. Flip the switch. Get. And don't touch nothing. I'm not playing. I'll send my enforcer in there and tear y'all up. Not playing with y'all. Yeah. Yeah, Uncle Jay and the enforcer coming there tearing up. Don't be laughing. That ain't funny. I come in there and get some butter from the duck. Oh, it's hilarious? Oh, you think that's funny?
It'll be real funny when that tablet stay dead.
Okay, Uncle Jay come in there and get that butter from the duck. He come in there. Don't start with me. Why you ain't answering your brother, boy?
You still trying to catch his breath.
All righty. So the question was, who is your underrated pick for Money in the Bank? Now, the rules state the underrated pick does not. Hey, relax yourself. It's not in there, babe. I don't have it.
It should be. I ain't taking it out of there.
Can you go check if it's in there and he's not looking at the right one? Because that's very possible. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I love you. I do. You be so mad at me sometimes. God. Okay. So an underrated pick will be somebody that you will be absolutely shocked to win Money in the Bank. So like I said yesterday, think like Nikki Cross when Nikki Cross won Money in the Bank a few years back. Okay, nobody expected her to win, and she won, which was absolutely insane. Now, it doesn't have to be somebody that you actually want to win, and it's not somebody that you think would use the briefcase correctly. The whole point of an underrated pick for Money in the Bank is to pick someone that you would be absolutely floored if they won Money in the Bank. So we're going to go for the girls first, and then we're going to go for the guys. Hi, Tirza. How are you? I'm going to replay that video one more time for those of y'all who are a little bit late, and then we're going to go into the underrated pick for Money in the Bank.
I saw a question on Twitter about Money in the Bank, and I tried to go back and find that tweet because I wanted to give credit to the original post. But the question is, who is your underrated pick to win Money in the Bank? So I scrolled through the comments, and a lot of answers that I saw, especially for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, was Trish Stratus. Not knocking anybody's answers, because Trish Stratus would be an underrated pick to win Money in the Bank. Would I like to see Trish Stratus win Money in the Bank? I'm not sure about it. But my question to you is, and I want you to answer it honestly in the comments, what is your underrated pick for Money in the Bank? Not someone you want to win, not somebody you think is going to win. Somebody that you would be totally shocked if they won Money in the Bank this year. Let me know in the comments.
Right, I hope everybody was able to get that one. Hold on.
It's not in there.
I use that cord to charge my damn keyboard. It better be in there. Or somebody even get their ass whooped. I'm not playing. Hold tight, y'all. I gotta fix something. I'll be right back. Y'all just keep on putting y'all underrated picks in the comments.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't deserve. If I say I hate you, I mean it. If I say I love you, I mean it. If I say I hate
right, so the underrated pick to win Money in the Bank, both the men and the women. Okay, everybody knows what we're talking about. I hope you was here for the video. All right, so let's get into some of the comments, shall we? All right, so a lot of people said Trish Stratus, and quite frankly, it is an underrated pick. It is shocking, but I would absolutely detest that. I would hate it. Don't get me wrong. I fully understand that she wasn't allotted or afforded the opportunity to be a part of Money in the Bank, but there are just some things that you just aren't going to be a part of. So I'm sorry. I just don't want to see that. I wouldn't be happy with that pick for Money in the Bank. I would not be happy with that. I'd be uber pissed that she would win Money in the Bank. So while yes, it's an underrated pick, it's a shocking pick. I wouldn't like that at all. I would absolutely hate it. 100%. Okay, Donnie says Dakota or Aaliyah. That is an underrated pick. Not gonna lie, Dakota, not so much in my opinion. I feel like Dakota is a viable person to win one Money in the Bank, but Aaliyah most definitely is an underrated pick to win Money in the Bank. So I'd be extremely shocked if she won. Underrated? Sonya. Is Sonya underrated? I don't know, but that bitch. I would consider Sonya to be underrated. I think that Sonya is a viable pick as well to win Money in the Bank. So I wouldn't include her in an underrated pick because she would use the briefcase to the best of her ability 100%. So she's not somebody that I wouldn't be looking out for to win that type of match. She is somebody I definitely would expect to win that kind of match. So I'm going to say Sonya wouldn't be an underrated pick in my opinion, but she is a good pick to win Money in the Bank. I'd be shocked if Trish was even in the match. She would probably pull a similar tactic to the way that Brock Lesnar pulled it. So that year that we thought Ali was going to get it, and I think Andrade was in that match and Finn was in that match, and they was doing some crazy shit that night. That's the year that Brock Lesnar won Money in the Bank, and Brock Lesnar just came out there last minute and pretty much took the damn briefcase from Ali and won it. So she probably will pull some bullshit like that. Chelsea Green would be a shock. Again, I disagree with that. I don't think that Chelsea Green is a shocker to win Money in the Bank. Quite frankly, I find her and Sonya and people of that caliber to be front runners to win the Money in the Bank because they would utilize it to the best of their ability. So when you think about Money in the Bank and you want to go underrated, like I said, you want to pick people who are unassuming, somebody who you would never in a million years expect to win that kind of match. That kind of match is built for people like Chelsea and Sonya because they have that sneaky, narcissistic side that would allow that briefcase to work in their advantage. So those types of people, they're not underrated to me. And like I said, they're front runners to win that match. Somebody like Nikki Cross or Aaliyah makes perfect sense as an underrated pick to win Money in the Bank. Yeah, Dakota was one of my options. Hi, Tirza. I say have Chelsea win and lose her cash in. It would match her character. Like I said last night, Trish was a good pick. It's a good pick. I just would hate it. I would absolutely hate it. Brandy Rhodes, that is a good pick. Why is Logan crying? Then why are you making all that noise, boy? Go ahead and play. Jesus. Brandy Rhodes is a good pick because I would never expect her to be even in the Money in the Bank or even win it. I wouldn't expect any of that shit. So that is an underrated pick. Y'all think upset victories and swerve picks. There you go. That's how it should be when you're picking an underrated pick. Not somebody who is deserving, because while yes, that's great. We fully acknowledge that, and that may go that way. We're not talking about it in that terms. We're talking about somebody who you would never expect in a million years to win Money in the Bank or even compete in Money in the Bank, and they got in the match and they actually won it. That's who we're talking about. Like somebody who is just completely under the radar that you're just like, damn, I never would have even considered them. You feel me? Which is why I correlated it to Nikki Cross winning the year that she won. Indy Hartwell only on an account of how long it took her to get to the NXT Women's title. I mean, that's not a bad pick either. I won't shit on that. I mean, I think that's a bit early for Indy, but again, it's a good swerve pick. And that would be shocking for a lot of people for her to just have come off winning her title at Stand and Deliver and then double back and win the fucking Money in the Bank that same year. That's gnarly. That actually is a really good pick, Kenny. I have no idea. I feel like Money in the Bank should go to a deserving person. If we're being honest, anybody who competes in Money in the Bank is deserving. Outside of people like Becky, Charlotte, Bianca, people who have already been champions and already have multiple title reigns, Rhea Ripley, outside of that, everybody who competes in Money in the Bank is deserving. If we're being fair. Why is my immediate thought Wendy Chu? Okay, so like Wendy isn't on the roster, so no. I have a pick. Justin, girl, fuck you. That old bitch is not getting nothing with me besides another beatdown. She pissed me off talking all that stupid shit, and then she got her ass whooped. I whooped her ass in that match. I definitely did. I'll do it again. Oh. Candice LeRae. Do I think Candice is an underrated pick? Not necessarily. Candice will thrive in that kind of match. So I don't think Candice is an underrated pick. Like I said, Candice, Chelsea, Sonya, those kinds of girls, because of Candice's prowess and her abilities, I put Candice at the top of the list when it comes to people possibly winning Money in the Bank. And when it comes to the sneaky aspect and the real narcissistic shit, that's where Chelsea and Sonya can kind of ease their way in and steal the opportunity. I wouldn't consider Candice to be an underrated pick. He said the thing is to just make a wild pick. Right. Something that's just off the walls. That old bitch can go to hell. Period. Period. Done. Trish don't need it. No, she don't, but I just don't want to see her win it. That was a pick that everybody picked that was like, that would be shocking. I wouldn't like that. I'd be pissed that she won it. I'm just being honest. We're going to move on from the girls in a second. I agree. I don't think Sonya is underrated either. That's what I was saying earlier. Mustafa Ali, mostly because he's never recovered from 2019. Mustafa Ali would be an underrated pick because most people would not pick him to win Money in the Bank. I would pick Mustafa Ali to win Money in the Bank because I want him to win it. I want to see him shine because I feel like he is most deserving to shine. However, if we're going off of storyline based kayfabe information, Mustafa Ali would be an underrated pick to win Money in the Bank just based off of this track record that he's had. I picked Mustafa Ali as an underrated pick, but in hindsight, he's never been underrated. He just is based off of how he's been booked. Very much so. I agree. I don't think people understand fully what the question is. Oh my God, I'm late. But Candace and or Mia, I believe, will be underrated pick. Mia specifically right now. I do not think that Candace is an underrated pick. I do think that Mia Yim is an underrated pick. I would definitely consider Mia to be underrated. Unfortunately for Mia, she would be underrated. Hello. If Dana gets it, I'll be fucking shocked. Dana is an underrated pick. That's what I'm talking about. Dana is an underrated pick to win Money in the Bank.
I did the tutorial.
Sure. Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you put your wet, cold hands on me? It's so rude.
So you could see nothing.
Oh my God. Relax. Go sit down. He's coming back. Can I get some more hand sanitizer up here, babe? We're running out. Okay? Please don't forget. Dana is an underrated pick. People who y'all wouldn't even consider to win. Natalia is an underrated pick because I would never pick Natalia. Would never pick Natalia. My pick is Io Sky or Chelsea. Io Sky is not an underrated pick. I don't think y'all understand the pick. We're talking about underrated people who are unassuming, who you would never ever assume would win Money in the Bank. That's who we're picking. We're not picking people who you want to win. We're not picking people that you like. We're not picking people that you hate. We're talking about people that could possibly, that haven't won Money in the Bank and you would never think would win Money in the Bank. So a total shock pick. I'll put it that way. A total shock pick to win Money in the Bank. Even if you hate it, it's a total shock pick to win. EO is not a shock pick, and I'm sorry to tell you, but neither is Chelsea. Hello. Maxine Dupree is a shock pick. What? I would fucking scream. I would scream. He said, no, it's not about having picks. Correct. Scarlett. Scarlett is a shocker of a pick. I would never in a million years even think that. Mia Yim is a shock pick to me because she's just not put in the limelight enough for it to be a pick like that. My darkness is Shayna if she isn't still in the tag team with Ronda. Oh, okay. That's Marjorie. Marjorie's here. Hello, Marjorie. Mia is a good pick. Mia is a very good pick. I would pick Mia. Honestly, I think that is such a good pick. That year, that's the year Finn was taking the crazy bumps. Yeah, Tears is a little bit behind. So yes, that what I was talking about earlier when it came to Brock Lesnar winning Money in the Bank, that was an unassuming pick. That was a pick that nobody expected. Nobody had even thought of that happening. That's what we mean by underrated. So maybe it's worded wrong. So I'm going to switch that out and I'm going to say it's a shock pick. Because I think a lot of y'all are getting it confused because of the wording. And I really think that yeah, that's what they said earlier. So I'm gonna put a shock pick to win Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. So hold on. Shock pick to win. Hold tight, y'all. So it's somebody that you would least expect. Shayna is somebody who could actually win Money in the Bank, and that's not where we're going with it. So hold on, let me adjust the picture in the back so people can kind of understand what we're trying to do.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire.
All right, so let me go back to the comments here. Okay. Let me get some of y'all comments in, okay? Marjorie is back. Hello, Marjorie. How are you? I hope you're feeling better. Say, hey, Mr. Stallone. That y'all always crying, baby. Anyway, like y'all, the first Money in the Bank for the women was Carmella. Right. That is a shock pick to win Money in the Bank, okay? That's what we're going for. We're going for people who you would never expect. Okay? And nobody was betting on Melo. Nobody. Absolutely nobody, honey.
No, not money.
Okay? She definitely was not. Indy is a decent pick. Very much so. Hi, Nika. How are you? Shotzi? Is that what we're going with? Shotzi? Is that Shotzi?
I won't consider her a shock, but I like the pick though.
Shotzi is a shock pick, if we're being fair, babe. If we're being fair, that's very much a shock pick. Because I wouldn't pick Shotzi in a million years. I'm being honest. I know Shotzi can wrestle, I know that, but I just would not pick her. Shotzi is a good pick, very much so. I agree. He said, don't let Nicole see that, please. She'll never let it go. That certainly would be a redeeming moment for Shotzi. But that's not the point, babe. I get what you mean, and that's true. But that's kind of not the point. The point is you want to pick somebody who is just shocking. And it's just like, damn. I never would have thought in a million years that would be a pick. You feel me? All right. Tirsa said, give me the briefcase. Oh, well, that's a shock pick. Tirsa a shock pick. That's a shock pick, babe. Mia has been in ladder matches during her TNA days. Well, for me, that's irrelevant for a shock pick. The reason why Mia would be a shock pick is, number one, she's not ladders, and her being in a ladder match is irrelevant because I ain't never seen Nikki Cross in a ladder match, and like I said, she won Money in the Bank. So it's always the people who you would assume would be the front runner to win Money in the Bank, and then when you look at the lineup, it's like, damn, I know for a fact she not gonna win. That's the girl we talking about. That's the guy we talking about, which we'll get to the guys in a minute. For men, I say Omar Sadly or Shorty G. Well, his name is Chad. I didn't like that. I felt like that was fucked up. His name is Chad Gable, so I'd rather you call him by his name. And for the men, if Omar's win, I'll shit bricks. But yes, that is a unassuming pick. That is a shock pick for the men to give it to Omar's. I would cry.
Omar's win. I ain't watching that shit.
Me either.
I'm done.
You ordered some food? It's here?
Yeah, it's at the door.
It's at the door, baby. It's outside. Mommy, you okay?
No, my blood sugar's dropped.
You stayed at work and your blood sugars dropped this morning?
know you better quit touching me.
Mom.
Your blood sugar drop like that neither.
How was I supposed to stop that?
Mama, you
I got shot this morning.
yeah, but your blood sugars dropped at work. Did you have candy and stuff to help you through it?
Yeah,
But you seem like you're still affecting it now.
it doesn't go away. I had to stay at work. What was I supposed to do?
No. You could have left. Why you ain't allowed to leave?
I didn't have any sick leave.
So what you supposed to do? Just collapse at the job so they can know something wrong with you? Sorry. There you go, Tears, and you get it. She was in the ladder match on Impact last year with Chelsea and a couple years ago for War Games. She was, but her being in a ladder match to me is irrelevant to the shock pick. The shock pick, the reason why it's a shocker is because Mia just is really under the radar. A lot of people don't consider Mia to even be a front runner for a championship at any given point. That's why I would consider her a shock pick. Damn, Don. I'm both tears. Natty with the briefcase, she'd be a failed cash in, but she would be a shock pick, babe. She most definitely would be. Now Dana Wood could really use it if they gave her that opportunity. I think she could run with it. While not my personal pick, she could use it because I wasn't even thinking of her at all. Her being of use with the briefcase is irrelevant. I think a lot of y'all are trying to justify the picks, and that's not the point. The point is, would you be shocked if this person won Money in the Bank? That's the most simplest way I can put it. He said, what I do. Yeah, I didn't know until I came in late during your explanation. My bad. No problem. Grayson Showgirl. Yes, Kitty, she would qualify. Well then, BFAB. That yes, I would cry. What? Are you kidding me? There's this queen on the train that is wearing some boots, honey. Okay, we love a good queen. Said, yo, them boots is tight, girl. Run that shit, bitch. You know what I mean? Oh, I love me some scary movie. Zelina Vega is a shock pick. She is. However, she qualifies with Sonya and with Chelsea. But again, a lot of people underestimate Zelina Vega because of her size. So she is an underrated pick. Yes, that qualifies as a shock pick. I actually wouldn't be mad at that. I'd give it to her, especially if she does well at Backlash. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my shock pick to win Money in the Bank would be BFAB. That makes sense. Appreciate you, Marjorie. Or Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox is a shock pick. Love it or hate it, she is a shock pick. But that would be an underrated pick. Yeah. Ew, Tegan is a choice. It doesn't matter. Love it or hate it, she is a shock pick. Said Kenny, can we please come into relevant WWE superstars? Please. Because your ass is just going off of the deep end. Yeah. Tears says Zelina. She said, not ill. Child, they don't care. They don't care. Tamina, yeah. Tamina she's a shock pick for sure. For the men, I'm going to go Dolph. Gender, Ricochet, R-Truth, and Drew Gulak. I don't think Dolph is an underrated pick or a shock pick. But I do agree with Gender, Ricochet, R-Truth, and Drew Gulak. KJ, Nana wants you. I am on vacation. Congratulations. I didn't know he changed his name back. My bad. He definitely did, babes. Is she good? Tell her I'll go up to her job and slash tires if they won't let her leave. She fine. She just came here real sluggish and she looked like she was extremely tired. And when that happens, I go into full panic mode because she doesn't say anything to anybody. And we have to scold her sometimes because she doesn't eat when she's at work. So we have to yell in order for my mother to understand she has to take care of herself. Yeah, no. Your mother is me when I had a panic attack at work. My mom literally will stay at work knowing that she don't feel good. She'll sit there, back hurting and everything. She'll stay there and push through for a full day's work. She said she don't have no sick leave, so have you not been watching? He ain't been Shorty G since they tried to do it. He been Chad Gable. Yes, very much. No, I don't watch his matches often. I just assume people refer to him as Chad Gable, like how people still call Alba Kaylee Ray. I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize. It's fine. No worries. My pick would be Wendy Chu. If Wendy was on the main roster, that's a shock pick. Don't let me have to catch a motherfucking flight. She's fine. She just had all three of us, my dad, me, and AJ going at her. She's okay. She in the room eating her dinner. So she's all right. People still call Alba Kaylee Ray. I thought the new name stuck. People still call her Kaylee Ray. They still do. Rico, they told me that Wendy didn't apply, mainly because she's not on the main roster. Because she's not on the main roster. Then I'll say Emma or Indy. Ooh, or Zaya. Zaya Lee is a very good pick. Zaya Lee is an extremely good pick. Very good. Very good. Very good. Drew isn't on the main. Wendy is on the main roster. I literally forgot her name was Kaylee Ray until now. Dolph has already won Money in the Bank. He most definitely has. Yes. Which is why I excluded him. And I forgot that Drew wasn't on the main roster anymore, so my bad. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, I want to say in 2010, nobody expected Otis. I guess you meant Otis, babe. Otis to win Money in the Bank in that year.
No, they didn't.
Shit, I didn't either. That call center told us they don't accept doctor's notes. Mm. For the men, Apollo Cruz, Elias, Riddick Moss, Madcap Moss, and Rick Boogs. All of these names are acceptable except for Apollo Cruz. I feel like people, yeah, I would. Okay, so to give you the accolades for all of these people, yes, but I would never pick Apollo to be a shock pick, in my opinion. If Apollo's in that Money in the Bank match, he very much is a front runner to win it. He has the prowess to win it. He has the athletic ability, and quite frankly, he's light years ahead of many people in the E. He just hasn't been given a proper opportunity to push through. So I'm real interested to see.
Hopefully you get a push with him getting called back, getting drafted back.
Yeah, and Triple H is real fond of Apollo, so I think he'll do well on the roster while Triple H is there. Anyways, so for me, Apollo would not be a shock pick, but Elias, Madcap, or Rick Boogs most definitely would be. I'd lose my mind if either of them won. He said, "I'll stop talking. I don't fully watch the episodes. I mainly catch it on through your live commentary, or I rewatch your YouTube lives." Oh, okay. Well, all right. So if you haven't been able to watch a lot of this stuff, then that would make you I would understand why you would be, behind on some of the people and some of the things that they have been able to watch, but you're missing a really good match between with Chad Gable. Chad Gable does exceptionally well. You should be watching Chad Gable, especially now. Triple H is very wrestling forward with his superstars and how he books them. So if I were you, I would be gun ho about watching his matches because Chad Gable's matches usually last past the 6 minute mark, and he's always putting out bangers. It's good shit. Okay, I will. I understood the assignment. For the men, Robert Stone, Odyssey, Giovanni, hell no. We supposed to be unbiased. Okay. All of these are good picks, but I would shit fucking bricks if you gave that damn briefcase to Giovanni or Robert Stone. I would be.
I'd rather love it having than fucking Giovanni.
I hate Giovanni. Giovanni's an excellent wrestler, but I hate his fucking guts. Oh, I hate him so much. He's such an arrogant, smug son of a bitch. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Fuck that call center. Oh, Akira. You know what? That's not bad. Akira is not bad at all. Apollo has held the belt, which is why I said I would not assume that Apollo Crews is an underrated or a shock pick. Ooh, what if? Now hear me out. I thought they changed his name back to Riddick Moss. As far as I know, he's Madcap. And that's how he was referred to on live. Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is a shock pick for sure, for sure. Cedric wins, but he gets it by the help of Shelton. That would literally take me out. That would take me out. He said, "Don't stop talking. Don't take me seriously." Don is joking, but yeah, you don't have to stop talking. You're fine. The men, Pete Dunne, Ludwig Kaiser, for shits and giggles, Logan Paul. Oh! Logan Paul is the one, Kenny. Because I would be so floored and so mad at the same time. I would not like that shit at all. I would be like, oh, bitch, you tried it. You tried it. Hold on a second. This screen determines the darkest visible details on your TV. I can barely see it. Use your Xbox controller to adjust until you can barely make out the checker pattern. Can you barely make it out?
I can see it.
You can see it really good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you close up on it. You know what? I'm leaving it like that. Make the brightness.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. Ooh, that bright, baby. This screen determines the brightness, visible details on your TV. Use your Xbox controller to adjust the image until all the blocks have the same brightness. Oh. Do you see a difference?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, it's so vivid. That's nice. That's pretty. Had to fix my Xbox, y'all. Hold on. Logan Paul would piss me off. I'm not gonna lie. That is definitely a shock pick because I would fucking cry. I would lose it. For the men, I say MVP with the help of his Kane or Bad Bunny. MVP is definitely a shock pick, but I would never. I don't think he's gonna be in there. How dare you for that last one, Kenny? I mean, that, ooh. Ooh, and watch that shit come true. Kenny ass always come in with some of the most, she always flies under the radar. And I swear to goodness, nobody ever pays attention to the shit that she says. And usually, at least 70% of the time, the shit she says, it comes true. And nobody believes her. I be like, Kenny said this shit like 2 weeks ago. And everybody just be like, oh, I didn't see it. I'm like, because nobody pays her attention. I be watching. I see that hoe. I know exactly what she be posting. And every time she do that shit, it come true. If it come true, I'm blaming her. I swear. What do you need, Lo? Go on. Here he comes. But Tiff, quick question. Would time and current position in the factor into the shock factor, even if that person had previous money in the bank experience? See, previous money in the bank experience means you have the possibility of winning the money in the bank again. I don't think that, it depends on the person. So let's say Carmela wasn't um wasn't pregnant and she was allowed to wrestle and be a part of Money in the Bank this year, right? If Carmella won again, would she be a shock pick? To me, the answer to that would be no. She's a former Money in the Bank winner, which means she knows how to win Money in the Bank, whether you agree with how she won it or not. She won Money in the Bank twice, okay? So she has more than enough prowess to be able to win it again. And to me, she would be a favorite going into Money in the Bank because she's already won it twice before. So as far as I'm concerned, she would not be a shock value pick. Okay. Somebody, you said, with time and current card position on the factor and position factor into the shock factor. Yes, it would, because Tamina's an older wrestler and she's not somebody who you see on a regular basis. If she won Money in the Bank, you would be completely shocked. It is somebody that you would not consider. Like, even somebody who just got on the main roster, somebody who hadn't even gotten a foot wet, them winning Money in the Bank would be a shock factor for you. So older people on the roster and younger people on the roster and their time in the WWE plays a factor into that shock factor pick. Yes, it does. Oh, my bike. My bike hurt, y'all. Hold on. Oh. Oh, goddamn. And to relax my bike. I hate that pick. I hate it so much. Ooh, what if they give it to Dom? You better eat a damn dick. I'm sorry. Okay. They said shock value picks, that would qualify. But that would make me so fucking mad. I would piss blood. I'm so mad at the thought of it. Rhea is not a good choice. Mr. Overachiever over here. Dom is a good choice. Should I buy Hogwarts Spiffany? Why are you calling me that? Yes. That is an excellent game. It's amazing.
Come on Friday for everybody.
100%. I highly recommend Hogwarts. Why are you calling me Spiffany? Only my brother calls me that. You should get Hitman. John, when's the last time you played Hitman?
I'm gonna play Hitman 2 in a minute.
I'm gonna make a witch and name her Sorcery. Sorcery. That's how he spelled it. Sorcery.
Sorcery Jones.
Child, I don't know about the Jones. They do have last names in that game anyway. Left my ass off. What about Paul Heyman? I fucking cried watching Paul Heyman's big ass climb a ladder that tall. I pay money to see it. Money. I already told you ain't getting that. I ain't getting that game, Donnie. Like, Fetch, stop trying to make it happen. I can't. Dominic with the help of Judgment Day, that would make me sick. Don't bring up buying new shit around me. I can't. Better DM it because I'm going to bring it up every time. I'll eat it gladly, heifer. Woo! I think a doctor is needed for that. Rhea is a good choice for the men's Money in the Bank. That is some motherfucking mess. Another for the men. I'm going to go Dominic, Adonis, Roman. No. Jimmy and Jay. Only one person can hold the briefcase. Dominic and Adonis are good shock picks. Hell, even AJ Francis is a good shock pick, okay?
You know what would really fuck him up?
What?
Just to ensure Roman to keep that belt for another goddamn year, then fuck around and give it to Solo. Because you know Solo's not going to cash it in on his cousin.
Please stop. I really hate it. I hate all of this. No, it ain't. It's not Sprogany either, you hateful bitch. You're hateful. Rhea did say she wanted to win the IC title. Yeah, but not using the damn Money in the Bank. The fuck? He's in love with his ghetto ass spelling. I don't know. Mansoor. I don't know how it's spelled. Mansoor and Masay are definitely two people I would not consider to win Money in the Bank. 100%. I'd be like, bitch, are you lying? Masay, Mansoor. Oh my God. Why do I see them giving it to Logan Paul now? Dang, please stop. Please stop manifesting this shit. Bianca is a good choice too. Why? Why would you pick people that already are at the top of the mountain? No, Donnie. Yeah. AJ Francis. Gerard, that hurt my feelings.
I'm just saying. They've been on some bullshit the last 3 years.
You talking about Aaliyah or she talking about the comment you made? Yeah, I would hate that.
Don't get it twisted. I hate that shit too.
Wouldn't Xavier Woods be a shock pick? Yes, He is a shock pick. I actually would fucking love that. That would eat. I would love Woods to win that. But I still think he's gonna win that IC championship. Yes, but no. I would love for Woods to win. Okay, then Raquel can whoop some men and get the briefcase. Why y'all want the women to win the men's briefcase so bad? He's saying those are shock picks to win Money in the Bank. Nobody would think of a female winning it. I know what he's saying. I don't want it. Like, imagine a heel Bianca hitting the KOD on the man to win the men's Money in the Bank. And then she give it to Montez. Okay, that eats. That's petty as fuck. I'd be spitting fucking bullets. I'd be like, this bitch. That's messed up. Y'all finna hate me for this, but seeing how high they are on Wagnuts, they may give it to him. Now they turning him face. Y'all see what they did on NXT last night, where they had him and Robert Stone still coagulating with each other, still talking, and then they showed a picture of him with like tubes and stuff coming out of his face and a hospital bed and stuff, and he was shutting down, didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, that face turn coming.
For who, the Neanderthal?
Yeah, for Von Wagner. I don't like it, so I'm good. Let me that controller, babe. Thank you, sugar. Did you eat dinner?
No, all I had was the stuff we had for rallies.
The rallies earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any more of the dinner you cooked yesterday?
It's mashed potatoes left, and I think it's one pork chop left, and everybody ate already.
What happened to the pork bites I made?
Well, the pork bites still in it.
So there's pork bites down there, and then there's still mashed potatoes, and like one pork chop.
Maybe one pork chop.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If nobody broke off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on, babe. I gotta check my phone. Baby, my phone on my thigh. Can you give it to me?
All right, let's end this shit.
Montez Ford, I was just about to say. Sorry. I let her tease it and give it to Montez and just give it to Montez. Not coagulating. They was coagulating. Joe Gacy, he's not on the main roster, babe. What if they gave it to a returning Uncle Howdy if that gimmick is still going? That gimmick is still going. And it's possible. Mr. Picks. Damn, are we getting an explanation for that for his forehead being fucked up? Rico, sometimes you gotta read the room. Like, what if something was really wrong with him? And like you just out here. I swear, you just don't give two shits. Zion Quinn, he's a free agent. If his ass show up, he ain't gonna see a ladder anyways. But yeah, no. I mean, Zion is a good shock pick. I agree. Let me see what Donnie said. Okay, hold on. So Donnie sent me something. Okay, because we're going to get off this. We'll be on this all night. Let me get these comments in. I got it, Don. I'm finna read it. I think Zion got put on Raw, but I could be wrong. No, he's a free agent. They made him a free agent. Now, I can see Rhea teasing it and giving it to Dom. The same scenario that Don presented with Rhea, with Bianca, is a good scenario that could be presented with Rhea Ripley. All I'm going to say is karma ain't cute, risotto. Ooh. All right, so I'm finna read this what Donnie sent me in my DMs. It says, working for any company other than WWE is a demotion. If you're not working for the biggest company in the industry, then your career doesn't mean anything. Impact, NWA, New Japan, Noah, Stardom, AEW, MLW, Ring of Honor. These promotions can't compare to the glory that is WWE. Sounds stupid, right? It is. But this mindset is championed throughout the wrestling community. Yesterday, news broke that Trinity, formerly known as Naomi, is reportedly signed with Impact. And immediately, people hopped in the comments to hate on her in this decision and Impact as a whole, wondering why she would want to leave WWE, working with her husband and that fat paycheck. Bear in mind, these are people who didn't pay attention to Trinity while she was in WWE. That's why I said she's underrated, which I agree. Now you're concerned about her marriage, money, and employment? Did you ever consider she made what she feels is the best decision for her and her family? People need to put the tribalism away and stop feigning concern. Everybody's experience working for WWE differs. We can't pick and choose which experiences are valid based on our fandom or lack thereof. And this is why having more work options in the industry is vital. Why not go to Impact? The fact is, Impact is doing great. They've had a thriving women's division for years on end, and they are the most consistent wrestling program out there now. Should reports be true, this move is a win for Trinity and for Impact. I 100% agree. WWE fans are actually trying to make fun of Naomi Trinity for making power moves. Impact created the new Drew you love today, WWE, and you didn't care about him before that. Impact created the beast that is Bobby Lashley, WWE, and you didn't care about that. One of today's most notable stars is an Impact product known by AJ Styles. You didn't care about that man for years until he signed to WWE. Trinity and Impact just may be the spark that gets more of the WWE women to leave. You hated her in the company. Now you hate her now that she's in another company. You're either sexist or racist, especially if you can't explain your hate for her. Maybe WWE should send her shit in a trash bag or her stuff like they did Mickey James, right? You love that. Ooh, okay. So this conversation is about Trinity Fatu leaving WWE, which, like I said, I think that was a great move for her to go to Impact. She has the best opportunity to shine in Impact with those women. Those women get primo time on Impact, if not more than the men. And they work their asses off to make that championship and that tag team women's division shine like a diamond. Of all of the wrestling companies in and outside of WWE, every company that we've seen, all of them that have women's divisions, Impact is the most solid and the most well booked women's division we've seen in years. AEW cannot add to that boast because they do what the fans enjoy and what they love. They don't put new people in the spotlight. Think about Giselle Shaw. Giselle Shaw is somebody that's been in the spotlight in Impact for over a year. She got there and immediately they started booking her strong. You may not agree with Impact's programming, but if you want to talk about balance, they are the true example of what balance should be. They give you both the campy, fun storylines that make you have wrestling entertainment, but they also give you excellent wrestling matches at the same time. Trinity is in a place where she can command top dollar and still be booked strong. She has a massive following going into Impact. And I suspect that within a year or two, she will be Impact Women's Champion. She will be Impact Women's Champion. And all you have, and if you're upset, I can understand as a fan of Trinity's, and as a WWE fan, you desperately wanted her to come back because you know that Triple H is at the helm, and it would be easier to see her in the WWE, right? But I would imagine that everybody who's like that would want her to be happy, which majority of the people that I've talked to that are heavy fans of Trinity definitely wanted her to be happy. While they were disappointed she didn't come back to the E, they were happy that she is doing something that she wants to do. Every time I see somebody shitting on Naomi, nobody can really give a fair explanation as to why they don't like her. And I always find that it is always somebody who is really heavy on the diva side. They either want her to be back, turn back a heel because they like heel Naomi over face Naomi, or they felt like she was overrated and she can't talk on the microphone and she's not as good as some of the other players. If we're being fair, there was a time where Sasha Banks on the microphone was deaf to America. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Her talking skills was limited. While she can snap real good. She got good ideas on how to pop off. Her speech impediment held her back a lot. You know what I'm saying? Kevin? Let's go down the line. Like, at one point, before Charlotte had got to the main roster and really found her niche at being a heel, Charlotte wasn't the greatest talker either. And it took her a minute to get into her stride as well. Same thing for Becky. So if we being fair, calling a spade, let's call a spade a spade. Bayley was the same way. It took Bayley a while to get out of her hugger gimmick and actually go into something that would work for her. And even then, sometimes the way Bayley talk is very childish. It comes across a little cringe, but it works for her character, and a lot of people still accept it. However, when Naomi is a face character, they don't want to hear nothing that Naomi got to say. They don't want to listen to her. They treat her like shit. When she re-debuted after that 5 months of being on a hiatus, and she came back at the Rumble, that girl got one of the biggest pops of the night. Massive pop for her. But what happened? The white boy sitting up over there at Wrestling Observer was talking shit about her. Dogging her out. For 3 years straight, that's all I ever saw. She not being respected by the fans. She not being respected by those who review the sport. And then on top of that, she got disrespected. And Naomi's been disrespected for years, if we being honest. She's been disrespected for years. And what I find to be funny is y'all now are concerned about her pocket and everything else. Naomi was getting paid all them times she was standing in the back clapping and cheering for everybody else when it should have been her that got the opportunities. If we being fair. Because let's talk about it. Let's go down the list. Okay? I'll get to y'all comments in a second. So hold tight. Let's keep it real. Sasha, Charlotte, Bailey, and Becky came in after Naomi did. Naomi got the title after all of them had already been champion. Is that not true? Is that not true, y'all? Naomi got her championship after all of them had been champion, after Bliss had been champion.
She was there before everybody.
And she was there before them. She got her first championship after all of them had came there, which I'm sure Naomi didn't have an issue with. Okay, I'm sure she was like, I'll wait my time. But let's just keep it real. She did what she was told. They wanted her to turn heel. She did. She was excellent at it. She did great. Everybody loved her heel character. But that still didn't lead her to the prize. That still left her on the sidelines. She was made a heel. Her and Tamina was walking around doing it. What did that do? That boosted Paige. Did it not? That boosted Paige's stock in WWE as a top billing face girl. It didn't boost Naomi. What did she get? She got called ghetto. She got called hood. Huh? Since we talking, let's talk about it. Let me pull some of y'all comments in. Hold on. I haven't picked anyone to win Money in Bank because I want to waste it. It's okay. Okay, Tirza. I don't see the point in turning your nose up at Trinity going to Impact. If anything, this could be a way for her to fall in love with wrestling again and perfecting her craft even further. At the end of the day, Naomi made the right decision that was right for her. Let her be happy when she's at that. When she's at that, all you should be worried about if this is your favorite wrestler being supported. Because she's black. They did it to Sasha. So many. She thinks she can thrive in Japan, and she has. If quite frankly, she's the one who's been boosting New Japan's stock. Every time that girl is on a show, and they have a show in a different city, especially in the States, it sells out before they can even get the tickets fully out there. Y'all relax in there. Calm down. I feel like she might be just the longest reigning. I mean, look at Deanna and where she's at. Trinity could even craft some magic with the men as well. She is a huge star. This will be something big for Impact. Trinity did what was best for her, and that's what's most important. I'm just happy for her. Neckbeards have all this to say now, but when she was in WWE, some of them people didn't even appreciate her for years. I agree. Even the conversation about Sasha wrestling in smaller venues in New Japan being beneath her and she should return to WWE or go to AEW is very disheartening to her dreams and the work over there. I'll get to Sasha in a minute. Them people talking about how Trinity left because of Sasha looks stupid. Yes, that is true. That's true. Okay. I'm just calling it like I see it. And y'all didn't say nothing about Naomi again when they had her sitting in the back down there every week and not getting the opportunities that the other women got. To be honest, yes, Charlotte was the future, but Naomi should have been the one. I never understood why the team leaders never had a triple threat or even one-offs. Thank you. Exactly. Charlotte getting the Divas Championship over Naomi at that time still makes me mad. Shoot, even Paige came in and won it on her debut night. Was crazy. As a horsewoman fan, I 100% agree on Naomi. Everybody was talking shit about it. I remember it. And I was like, you know what? I can't really do nothing about it. But I definitely was like, Naomi should have got that championship before they decided to discontinue it. And Charlotte was the last woman to hold it. Now, what I do remember is Charlotte felt like Naomi was one of the best athletes in the WWE. And she really, really, hey, chillax in there. Charlotte has always been an advocate for Naomi, but so has Dolph Ziggler. So has everybody else. There have been so many people who ride for Naomi 100%. It's the powers that be that did it. And that's because they didn't see the value in her while she was there. But like my mom always say, you don't miss your well till your water run dry. Quite frankly, I find a lot of these comments about Naomi to be very weird because y'all didn't have that same smoke when it came to Adam Cole or when it came to Keith Lee or Swerve Scott. Y'all didn't have that same smoke. They got fired. They left. They went to AEW and they over there doing what they doing. Adam left on his own accord. He was not fired. He left. But nobody said nothing about Adam leaving. Adam was adamant, I'm not staying here because I want to be able to do what I want to do. I should not have to wait to ask you. I'm a grown ass man, which he was well in his right to do. But what did y'all do? Y'all backed Adam Cole and y'all was here for it. Y'all didn't have no issues with it. Moxley didn't renew his contract. He was done. He said WWE does not want to let me be me. I got to get out of here. He left. What y'all do? Y'all supported it. Y'all cheered it. Y'all been supporting this man's decision the whole fucking time. But you mad at Naomi. You call her stupid. You say she gonna leave her husband. What? Her husband is his own man. He's thriving in his own right. While he was thriving, she was sitting in the back cheering for him. When there was a whole division to uplift her as well. Get the fuck out of here. I mean what I said. Don't get me wrong. I like Becky. I like Charlotte. I like Sasha. I like Bayley. But there was a Naomi before they got there. And they did not utilize her to the best of their ability. If we being real, Naomi should have been the dominant heel on the brand at the time. And then instead of giving Nikki the damn title, you should have had her drop that shit to Naomi and let them battle it out for the championship. Let it be that way. You had us underneath Nikki Bella's thumb for over 400 plus days when you could have gave that same championship to Naomi and let her run with it. And then we would have got instant classics with Naomi and Charlotte battling for that title. She would have been main eventing one of the biggest draws of WrestleMania. It would have worked. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that Nikki Bella was a draw, so don't go there in the comments. I understand that. I don't care. I understand that. I don't care. You could have gone about this in a different way because just like you built up the Bellas, you could have built up Naomi. You chose not to. You chose not to. That's the same thing they did with Alicia Fox, and it's the same thing they did with Naomi. So if we being real, let's keep it real. I'm just saying. Don said I wasn't mad because I was a fan of Charlotte. I understood it, but Naomi should have been in the conversation. Even Nikki had said at some point she wished it was Naomi. Even her wrestling with an injured shoulder for over a year in WWE is crazy to me. Majority of those talking crap about Trinity are the same ones who still feel like she walked out on the company because of her and Sasha's ego. Well, yep, a heel Naomi with the Divas Championship would have been so fresh. I'm just saying if we're going to go there, then let's go all the way there. Ooh, now I was about to 11-12. I was about 11-12 when Alicia was champ. And I was definitely mad when she dropped it to Melina because it was out of nowhere. She dropped it to Melina. And at that time, Alicia had went through everybody. Everybody that they had set up to challenge her, Alicia had beat. Whether you loved it or hated it, Alicia had beat them. She was the most dominant thing on the roster at the time. And then after that, they never gave her the title ever again. Now, granted, it could be because of her situation with the alcohol, and they thought that maybe they was trying to get her together, help her work through that. I don't know. But they did not give Alicia Fox an opportunity at that belt again. She was never considered. They never even made sure they told us that she was a former Divas champion. They stopped mentioning it altogether. And then she got regaled to being Nikki's sidekick again, which sucked in itself. Okay. But like I said, this is a situation of, it's very interesting to me that a lot of y'all go after the black girls this way, but y'all don't have that same smoke for the other girls. I got a question. How come y'all ain't cuss out AJ Lee when she left?
She damn sure followed behind her husband.
Because CM Punk did not re-sign with WWE. Per the reason why he didn't re-sign was because WWE sent him a letter, basically saying we're terminating your contract with us, which is fine, but she ended up leaving. They didn't terminate her contract, they terminated his. So how come y'all not mad at her for leaving? Why y'all not mad at her? Why y'all not cussing her out? Why y'all not calling her stupid? We gonna go there? Let's go again. How come y'all ain't mad at the Garcia twins for leaving WWE? Didn't they, their contracts got done? They didn't re-sign the contract or go back and get new contracts with WWE. They decided to get their name to do their own thing. So how come y'all ain't mad at them? Y'all not mad at the Bellas? Y'all not mad at them? Or let's go a little bit further. How come y'all not mad at Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan left. Daniel Bryan left and could have re-signed with WWE. Most definitely could have re-signed with WWE. They were looking forward to re-signing him. And he felt like they were not giving him the opportunity to wrestle. Why are you not mad at Daniel Bryan? Why are you not mad at Cesaro? Cesaro left. Did he not? He was in contract negotiations with WWE. Cesaro left. Why y'all not mad at Cesaro? Y'all not mad at him? But you're mad because Naomi felt like she was being slighted. Let me put it this way. If you worked at a job, you got promoted once, right? And that promotion led you to be nothing more than a veteran in this particular job. You're getting paid a higher wage, but it's like one step above the entry level. It don't really give you a lot of pull or anything like that, but you obviously get an opportunity to be able to advance, but that advancement is not offered to you. It is offered to at least 4 entry-level people who come in after you, who you helped train. You gonna be okay with that? Okay, let's put it into perspective. Let's say that's what happened with Naomi. Naomi was in WWE. She came in through FCW, worked her ass off, came in as a Funkadactyl. They asked her to switch her persona. She did. She excelled at it. She was able to work that way. She was in the limelight for a while. She then pushed through and was like, okay, we're splitting up the brands again. All right, I'm going to SmackDown. What happened to Naomi after that? Naomi didn't get pushed until after Becky dropped the title to Alexa Bliss. That was the first piece of Bliss's first title reign. She went through Becky and a couple other people, but Bliss ultimately ended up dropping that title to Naomi. Now Naomi ended up got injured. I'm gonna get to Jeff Hardy in a minute. Naomi ended up getting injured, had to relinquish the title, right? Then what they do? Then they end up giving that title back to Bliss again.
Shit, I think so.
I believe Bliss ended up getting that championship again. She held that title for a while. Then that 6-pack challenge came up at WrestleMania, and the 6th person that was announced was Naomi. Naomi came out there and won in her hometown, which I was like, great. WWE finally gave her something. She earned that opportunity, right? So let's put it in perspective. You finally get promoted. Finally. The bitch who surpassed you finally put you in for a promotion. You like, great. I'm finally getting paid more. I'm getting that 6-figure salary. It's on, baby. It's on. But then what happens? You put a project in, that project don't go so well due to the fact that people in the company are not doing their job. So what they do, they decide, you know what? I don't think you're ready for this. I think we're going to go ahead and demote you. We're going to go ahead and demote you. We're going to put Natalia up there because, you know, she got a little bit more tenure than you do. You know, she got a little bit more tenure. She got a little bit more, you know, rapport with everybody. And I think she would do a better job in your job than you would. Okay. So then they take the title off of you. You never see that title again. You never get an opportunity at the championship again.
Then the one opportunity you had at it,
they cost it.
You could have had an opportunity to win it, but the person you were supposed to go against, they literally made that person drop the belt 2 weeks before WrestleMania.
Who was that?
Remember? Asuka had the title.
Oh, yeah.
Naomi won the challenge to go against Asuka at Mania.
She did.
Because Asuka did not have an opponent.
Damn, I forgot all about that.
But they made Asuka drop that belt 2 weeks before Mania to Charlotte to do that bullshit triple threat. And Becky had both belts.
I forgot all about that. That's fucked up.
Nobody talks about that shit, though.
Because I forgot about it. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about it.
So much like Naomi wasn't lying to go against Asuka at Mania for that SmackDown Women's Championship.
Wasn't it supposed to be a fatal 4-way at Mania for Asuka's title?
They did the fatal 4-way. Yeah, it was supposed to have been a fatal 4-way. Naomi won the last slot to be in the fatal 4-way. Because Asuka did not have an opponent. Then old boy who was writing the script thought it was his stupid ass. Was like, no, we're going to make Asuka drop the belt 2 weeks before Mania and we're going to have a triple threat all or nothing for both belts.
Which I still stand by that was a terrible decision. Well, Rico, I mean, you can always get it on the 5th. I mean, it comes out on the 5th, so you just got to wait 2 days. A lot of people's problems with this topic is because they mainly view her as one half of the Usos' wife, and that's all she should be, which is a load of misogynistic BS. I didn't even know Jimmy and Naomi were together until somebody told me. I didn't even know they were together. So I don't see how you could view her as one half of the Usos' wife when most people didn't know they was together unless you was doing, you know, your due diligence to see it. You know what I'm saying? If you looking on their socials and you see them posting each other, they about to get married, or you watched Total Divas, then you would know. But I didn't watch any of that. I wasn't following her at the time. So I didn't know nothing about their personal lives. I had no clue. And quite frankly, Naomi was there before Jimmy got there. Before Jimmy and Jay debuted, Naomi was there.
Been there for years.
If I recall. Now, I could be wrong, but I swear that she was there and they were not there yet. They hadn't debuted yet.
She wasn't there. They haven't debuted yet because she was supposed to die. They weren't there.
They weren't mad at Jeff either. They still cheer for him once in a blue moon, and his once in a blue moon returns. And then it's still the hate for black women, given the shit that was published last week. And they still blame the black woman even when she has a valid suit. Ooh, they gave Jeff excuses. What baffles me when it comes to that shit is that y'all act like that's normal fare just because WWE used to do it doesn't mean that they still should. And then y'all want to blame us as fans. Y'all like, well, y'all still watch the shit. White people stopped watching it. White people didn't stop watching it. They didn't stop fucking watching it when Brock Lesnar was champion for almost 3 years. And they damn sure didn't stop watching it when Becky didn't get her opportunity. They didn't give a fuck. They kept watching it and they moved on. Talking about y'all always doing what the white folks do. I'm trying to wake y'all up. No, what you're trying to do is be an Uncle Tom ass bitch. And what you saying is some garbage. Go play. Fuck ass Brian made her drop the title. Now let's be clear about Naomi's reigns as well. They never anticipated on giving Naomi the title twice. But my guess is that they only gave it to her because they were going to go to Orlando. They gave her 2 opponents. One had no business being in championship matches, and the other was boring. Lana and Natalya. Isn't Naomi a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion? Yes. Yes, she is. Naomi was supposed to win, but they scrapped the Fatal 4-Way. I knew it was a Fatal 4-Way. Mm-hmm. I knew it.
Yeah. It was a Fatal 4-Way. See, that's what it was.
That Fatal 4-Way didn't happen.
It was a Fatal 4-Way.
It never happened.
Yeah, the Fatal 4-Way was supposed to be who was supposed to be Asuka's opponent. Naomi was supposed to win the Fatal 4-Way and then go against Asuka at Mania. But they made Asuka drop the belt 2 weeks to like a week before the Fatal 4-Way. And she dropped it to Charlotte because the Fatal 4-Way is supposed to happen a week before Mania.
Yes, Naomi is a 2-time women's champ. 2009 FCW. 2012 was her main roster debut. The Usos 2009 FCW, but debuts a year after on the main. Okay. My bad. I was referring to the conversation about her joining Impact. They still hold on to that stupid Naomi to the Bloodline fantasy booking. Should have been more clear. But she wasn't supposed to win the belt twice. No, but I think when she got injured, she was supposed to have a run and she didn't because of the injury. So they decided to run it back and give her the title run that she deserved when she got injured, which I was fine with that. Let's see what the WWE website says. When was Naomi on NXT? That Fatal 4-Way was supposed to happen the night Charlotte won the belt, but it was scrapped an hour before the show aired. That is exactly what Gerard just said. That's just what he said. Because for me, I count that as her debut. Naomi would have had that Divas Championship at Mania had they didn't cut it. AJ would have had sour puss face. Okay. As the second highest cause of whiplash behind car accidents, Naomi first turned heads as a dancer for the NBA's Orlando Magic and hip-hop stars like Flo Rida. She performed everywhere from North Korea to Indonesia. Despite that success, Naomi's dance steps couldn't satisfy her competitive spirit, which is how she found herself as a contestant on NXT. Despite it being eliminated in the final week, Naomi soon launched orbit around Planet Funk as one half of the Funkadactyls. Yeah, but it doesn't tell me when she got there. Okay. 2010. So Naomi debuted on NXT in 2010. It says in 2010 she joined the all-female season of NXT with Kelly as her pro. She debuted on September 7th episode of NXT where she teamed with Kelly to face fellow rookie Maxine and Alicia Fox. in an effort after Naomi pinned Maxine. On September 21st, she teamed with Kelly and Jamie Keys, defeating Layla, Michelle McCool, and Caitlyn. And then Naomi defeated Maxine in a singles match. On November 30th, she lost the competition to Caitlyn, placing second in the season. On January 23rd, 2011, Naomi lost the championship to Lee on the FCW TV. So she had the FCW championship at the time, and she ended up dropping it to somebody named Lee on FCW TV. She made her main roster debut on Raw alongside Cameron as valets for Brodus Clay, and they were dubbed the Funkadactyls. Okay, so they kind of came around the same time, and Naomi should have won that. But I wasn't mad about Caitlyn. Naomi was the strongest wrestler on that season. I still should have won that whole thing. Also, Naomi was extremely advanced at FCW. She had some bangers with AJ Lee and Serena at the time. I didn't see FCW. I honestly didn't even know FCW existed, if we being honest. Sidebar, look at Kanye real quick in the group chat. Oh, God. Hands on the skirt. You deserve. Jennifer Lopez Met Gala look after the fucking show looked better than what she wore to the show. I was like, okay, girl. Live your best life. Logan's calling you. You okay? Okay. What the fuck? Kanye is real thick out here in these streets. Ooh, he giving bad bitch bottom. Where you get them shoes from? This man got socks with a bottom built in. Lord have mercy. Got them bad bitch cakes out, honey. Double cheeked up on a Thursday. Well, a Wednesday. My bad. Anyways, Tiff, if you get a chance, watch her FCW match with Serena. I think it's still on YouTube. Okay. Woo, Kanye's he living his best life, honey. His best life. Wowzers. Wowzers. That's crazy, Joe. Damn, you deserve. My goodness, okay. Oh, child, my bike hurts so bad. We've been on here chit-chatting for an hour and 51 minutes. That's a lot. It's a lot of time talking about wrestling. Okay, now I got something alarming to show y'all. I want y'all to see this. This is not wrestling related, so if y'all was here for just wrestling stuff, I truly appreciate y'all being here, and I understand if you want to leave, so go ahead and exit stage left. If you don't want to talk about no politics or pop culture type of stuff, I totally understand. You don't come here for that. You're like, I just want to hear the good word, Tim. I ain't come here for all that shit. That's okay. Go ahead and exit while you still can. I will give you a chance to go ahead and leave, and we're gonna talk about Tucker Carlson for a minute, because bitch, you gotta see what he said.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't deserve.
Okay, so listen. Okay, listen well, all of you. All right. Tucker Carlson is the reason why Tucker Carlson got fired from Fox News. It's because of this text message that he sent out. I want you to hear what this man has said and did very carefully. Okay. It says, and I quote, this message was sent January 7th, 2021. Now, this is after the insurrection. Remember, the insurrection was January 6th. I want to make sure I got the right dates. They making a movie about the insurrection? Y'all lying. I swear the insurrection was in 2021. It was. Okay. The insurrection happened on January 6, 2021. This happened the day after. This is the day after. So keep that in mind when I read this to you, okay? Tucker Carlson sent this text message to one of his producers. In the text, this was a part of the Dominion lawsuit that they filed against Fox News for knowingly and willingly spreading misinformation. Okay? What's the matter?
I thought I heard somebody outside.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is what he sends to his producer. He says, a couple weeks ago, I was watching a video of people fighting on the street in Washington. A group of Trump guys surrounded an Antifa kid and started pounding the living shit out of him. Now, before we go any further, let me give y'all a little bit of information. Okay? So, to be clear, Antifa means, I'm going to Google so I can explain it so y'all can understand. So here's the tab where y'all can see what Antifa means. It says Antifa is a political protest movement comprising autonomous groups affiliated by their militant position to fascism and other forms of extreme right-wing ideology. Now, I don't believe the person he was talking about was getting beat up was an Antifa person. I believe he describes them as an Antifa person. Therefore, he believed they were, but I don't think that is. That is an ideology that is subscribed to by white nationalists. Anybody who is against white nationalism is usually described as an Antifa person from what I have seen. What he could be talking about was the Proud Boys beating up on somebody who was protesting against them for protesting Donald Trump's loss in the what was it? In the election. Okay. So I want to make sure I'm clear about certain things because I don't want anybody to get no misappropriations here. Okay. He says it was 3 against 1 at least. Jumping a guy like that is dishonorable, obviously. It's not how white men fight, which is absolutely wrong. Yes, suddenly I found myself rooting for the mob against that man, hoping they hit him harder and kill him. I really wanted them to hurt the kid. I could taste it. Then somewhere deep in my brain, an alarm went off. This isn't good for me. I'm becoming something I don't want to be. The Antifa creep is a human being. Much as I despise what he says and does, much as I'm sure I'd hate him personally if I knew him, I shouldn't gloat over his suffering. I should be bothered by it. I should remember that somebody somewhere probably loves this kid and would be crushed if he was killed. If I don't care about these things, if I reduce people to their politics, how am I any better than he is? This alarming text was sent to the producer, and while they mulled over this text, Tucker Carlson was still able to continue doing the show on Fox News on a regular basis. And this man had these types of thoughts and ideologies. And then they decided to let him go after the settlement with Dominion, and all of the text messages that they had that was condemning Tucker Carlson and really burying him deeper and deeper. This one was the one that was the nail in his coffin and why he was released from Fox News. A lot of people are just like, oh, well, Tucker Carlson, he caught himself in the end. We shouldn't be that upset about it. The reality is, yes, he did catch himself in the end, but not for the sake of the person that he was trying to root for their murder, which is weird in itself. He only caught himself in the end because he felt like he still would hate the person. He still would have hatred for them, but they're a human being in the end. And while, yes, that's good, but at the same time, like, first of all, how could you let yourself reduce a person to a matter of just that in the first place? And how could you allow yourself to judge somebody so quickly based off of that? Like, it just baffles me. And what killed me was that he was like, I was rooting for him to die. Like, who does that? That is some Roman times type shit. You know how like the Romans, they had their entertainment by watching the gladiators in the arena, and they would literally watch people be murdered. They were eating and having a good old time watching people be murdered. This also happened with Black people being hung. Like, and this happened too when the war was happening. People would sit on hills far away from the war, from where the war was fought, and they would get food, and they would set up like whole picnic blankets and sit there and watch the war on a hill and eat food. People literally were dying in front of them, and that's what they would do. That was their form of entertainment. How is that okay? How is any of this okay? This baffled me. I could not understand the reality of this or why this was even okay. I absolutely was floored, but I wasn't shocked because it's fucking Tucker Carlson. I expected it, honestly, because he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the extent of his shittiness, but now we do. We're well aware of that. We're well aware. Okay? Oh, this world is so ass. It's so ass. Logan, you don't have to do all of that to play with your toys. Please stop slamming stuff in there and be careful of what you're doing. I don't want you to break anything. Okay? All righty. I'm sorry I had to talk about that because it was worth the conversation. Not buy pumpkin. I made sure I told everybody that they was leaving. Okay, so look, now that everybody who doesn't want to listen to people's, problems and all that good stuff, it is Freestyle Wednesday, okay? And I usually give y'all time to talk about whatever it is that y'all want to talk about, okay? So whatever y'all got going, bring it on. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of time to put y'all comments in the comment box. If you got advice you want me to answer, I will answer. If you got questions that you want me to answer, I'll do that. I'll open the floor and I'll let people in a second. Okie dokie. All right. I'll give y'all a little bit of time to come up with y'all questions. And we all I'm saying. right there. Okay. Okay, Kenny, the only one who put anything in there. Y'all ain't had nothing to say. That's a mess. Kenny said, Reddit had no chill. I'm scrolling and it's a match screen of Jeff and Jimmy, and it's a DUI championship match. Winner gets a driver's license.
That is fucking hilarious.
That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. That kind of dark humor is right up Jared's alley.
Oh shit.
He lived for it. Next time you get downstairs, gonna have some your mashed potatoes that you made and the last of those pork bites that's in there. If you don't mind. He just She said, not I retracted the message. But I did. Hee a little. That's terrible, but so easy to imagine. Do your money jiggle jiggle. It folds. I love to see you wiggle wiggle. For sure. That song had a chokehold on people for months. Right, never fear. You really see. No slack. That man was going off. Red wine. Hell no. Well, y'all, I have nothing else to talk about. Nothing else. Nothing. He was like simpler times. Every time I hear that, I think of how uncoordinated these wrestlers was dancing to it. They can't help it, y'all. All they know is run the ropes. That's all they know. They don't know shit else, baby. Well, I'm finna call it because I has nothing else to talk about. So we finna do Sis Brown Chicks, and then I'm going to be out of here. Okay? Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Everybody can see? Great. Hell no. She said, I don't know what to say. I started rapping that verse a few days ago. It shook me. Hell no. It is stupid. Question number 1. Hold on a second. It started with the TikTok challenge. My wife simulated sex strokes just to prove that she could last longer than me. She couldn't. Then she wanted to try something different. A strap. A strap with a fake eggplant attached. I said no. She promised me $100 if I let her try. I needed the money badly.
Damn.
We'll just say it was horrible enough. But my wife standing behind me, yelling, shut up, and thinking like a man, really made me feel small. And she only gave me $40. I don't think our marriage can survive this. Advice. Sir. Oh wow. Wowzers. Woo. Now she'd be more upset at the $40. Okay. Okay. I can see how that would be emasculating. But it also gave you a little taste of what women have to go through. You know, y'all can be quite selfish. All you care about is getting yours in the end. And now you're having to deal with the same asshole-y type of behavior that you're presented with, that she's presented with when she's in the bedroom. Like how you don't care about the fact that she might have a headache and she might not feel good. So what? Just do what I'm asking you to do because I want it. That's all you care about. If your marriage can't survive it, then you truly are very sad. Like, I mean, she treated you probably the same way that you've treated her on many occasions. And while, yes, she couldn't handle the TikTok challenge, she obviously was able to prove to you that you most definitely can't handle what she had to take either. I don't know. I highly recommend therapy. That must have really hurt your feelings. I'm too stunned to type. She couldn't just give me half or something. Baby, I don't know, but I will say this. I feel like, that's a hard lesson. He had to learn the hard way. I'm sure he was boasting and screaming and hollering about her not being able to last in that TikTok challenge. But now you feel violated by your own wife. That's a conversation for you to have with your wife, but also to have with some type of therapist so you can get over it. Because that don't sound like it was a fun time. That sound like you was assaulted. And then she only pays you $40. And that's your own wife. Like, that's crazy to me. Question number 2. My baby mama wants me to celebrate that she graduated from college, but I hate her. I hate who she turned me into. A broke father working 2 part-time jobs just to buy diapers. I hate that I gave up my dream because she had a baby I didn't ask for. I did everything I could to convince her to abort. She even caught me cheating, but she had the baby anyway. I could just leave, but I prefer to stick around and make her life collapse. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just angry about this bad deal I'm stuck with. So how do I make her life collapse legally? First of all, nigga, you the one who got her pregnant. She couldn't get pregnant without you. So how is it only her fault that you had a baby with her? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe your pullout game ain't where it should have been. Or I don't know. Maybe you should have had a vasectomy so you wouldn't have no kids. Or maybe in the third and final thing, you should have used a fucking condom, bro. Simple. That would have eliminated 99% of a chance for you to get somebody pregnant is you not using a condom. Now, if the bitch put a hole in the condom and she got pregnant, that's different. Then she truly did sabotage your life. She truly did. In which case, I would legally help you sabotage hers. I would do that. But that's not the case here. It sounds like you was having sex and having a good time, and then she ended up pregnant. Then you tried to tell her to abort it, and she didn't want to. Now, you could have just signed over your rights like a bum, and you would have been absolved of any responsibility from this child because you signed over your rights to the child. I'm just saying. She ain't make the baby by herself. Facts, Kenny. Sound like a nigga whose pants sag and he wear the musty plaid underwear. Oh my God. Why do they all wear that underwear? Like all of them wear those color underwear. They got the belt up there.
Somebody made it.
How do they make it in the computer? Like, do they mod it in a computer?
I don't know.
Like, I'm so confused as to how they make these belts like this. That strap is pretty though. I gotta see what it looked like on somebody. They be making some bomb ass championships though. He wear wife beaters as casual attire. Kenny, please. Please, Kenny. Why do they always sound like they skipped the second most important day of health class? Girl, because they did. Or they was too busy in the back trying to get Keisha to go down to their house, and their house is right down the street. KJ, Papa want you. No, not only you're a bad guy, you're a selfish and stupid ass guy because she had her baby that you helped her make. Well, I mean, point taken. I don't know how you expect to ruin her life. The more you keep trying to ruin your baby mama's life, the more fucked up your life gonna be. But good luck, because I mean, you're gonna be blessed. You ain't gonna be blessed doing that. Oh my God, this one. Pee in the toilet. Question number 3. He said very boldly, I am a straight man. 5'11", 240 pounds. This will become relevant later. My girlfriend of 3 years found panties in my car. She woke up the whole neighborhood, demanded that I tell her who the fat bitch was. You left drawers in your car. Those are my panties. I like to wear freaky things under my clothes, but I couldn't say anything. I felt so powerless as she slipped my tires and put an iron through my windshield. How do I tell her that I like to wear panties and that I'm the fat bitch she's worried about? Jared. Listen. So let me get this right. You are with a woman and you would rather her think that you were cheating on her than to tell her you enjoy cross-dressing. And you only like to do it with women's panties and underwear. I mean, and their bras and stuff. And more specifically, probably the sensual stuff, like lacy underwear, that kind of shit, right? And so you let this bitch destroy your fucking windshield, destroy your car, when you could have just told her the truth. Boy, you a damn fool. You are a fool. And I hope she fuck up the rest of your shit too. You could have just told her from the beginning that that's what you like. Y'all been together for 3 years. Y'all been together 3 years, babe. At this point, you should have been told her. Like, what? He said, I said this to Kitty earlier. I fucking died. Cause what is going on, babes? And just like that, be who you are for your straight pride. God, that is just sad. Child. Well, that's a plot twist that she would be curious or maybe even concerned about. Turn it off, Lo. Bruh. What a fool believes. Baby, this is easily fixed had you had told your girlfriend a year into your relationship what you enjoy or what is your kink. This is a kink, and you could have told her this instead of getting your car slashed, your tire slashed, and your windshield busted. Now, even if you tell her, she not gonna believe you. She gonna think you doing it to stop her from thinking you cheating on her. You did it to yourself, babe. You could have avoided all this just by being honest. Question number 4, because this shit is wild this week. The 6 brown chicks for the last couple of weeks been ignorant. Okay. Question number 4. My boyfriend of 4.5 years cheated with my cousin in the basement of a funeral home during my father's funeral. Babe. During my father's funeral. The staff caught them and kicked them out. I forgave him. Girl, what? My cousin revealed that they've been together for 2 years and he fathered her 6-month-old. My family told me to just walk away and let her keep my boyfriend. But outside of my dad, he was the only man I could trust. Bitch, no, you could not. He made that very clear that you could not trust him. What the fuck? Really? I feel others just want them to stay together because they have a child, but he's mine and I don't want to lose him. We've got too many good memories together. Advice. We're prepared to share him with your cousin because I guarantee you he's still sleeping with her. It ain't been no 2 years. It's been the whole time y'all been together. And quite frankly, even if he started cheating on the last bit of y'all, that's the last half of y'all career. I mean, of y'all relationship. He's been cheating on you for 2 whole years. He fathered a baby while he was with you, and he did all of that completely oblivious to you. And you're talking about stuff. Well, he's the only man I could trust outside of my dad. Girl, no, you can't. You can't trust him. Your daddy was the only one you could trust. Okay? Is she stupid? Man, she's stupid. Girl, look. You want to stay with him, that's your business. But make no mistake. If he don't leave you for your cousin, he most definitely is still fucking her. And if you ain't careful, he gonna be fucking around and having baby number 2. And he gonna be with both of y'all because he know he can. You a damn fool. You are a damn fool. Cause ain't no way. Cause ain't no goddamn way. He'll be on my Stranger Dixon's next. Child. You know what, Kenny? The dude with the fetish for the women's underwear, that's not that bad. I say let him live his best life, but like he done made himself go into this whole situation, and now he ain't gonna never be able to salvage it because she always gonna believe he cheated. You can't make this shit up, child. You can't. This don't even make no damn sense.
One man's gonna have to take a whole lot of Texas tests.
Right? Oh wow, that's new. That's like death at a funeral, bitch. More like coochie at a funeral. Now she want a cousin stepmama, baby. Advice: stop being a dumb bitch, girl. Kayla said, "Girl, he's not worth it because not only he cheated on you with your cousin at your dad's funeral, he had a child with her, and you want advice, girl? Bye." Kayla said, "I ain't giving you a damn thing." It sounded to me like you want to justify being with him. And quite frankly, I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. I'm not even going to give you the even most inkling that it is okay for you to stay with him. I'm not going to do that. Go on about your business.
The moment you find out he with the cut, you should have pieced out.
Exactly. What about the baby?
Right.
All right. Question number 5. I live in Detroit. And for a reason I don't need to get into here, my side dude keeps a gun under his pillow. We were making love and somehow his weapon discharged, striking me above my eye. Oh my God.
Damn.
It just grazed me. I'm okay. My side dude freaked out and told my husband what happened. My husband threw me out. My side dude lives alone, but refuses to let me stay because the scar on my face reminds him that I can't be trusted to be faithful. But he was right there cheating with me. I never lied to him about being married. How to convince him to trust me? Girl, what? Girl, what? This nigga's gun shot you.
Y'all are suffering some severe cases of Stockholm syndrome. What the fuck is going on?
What? Baby, this man's weapon discharged and grazed your forehead. You could be gone right now. Gone. And then the nigga don't even want you to be at his house. You ain't even trying. You are not even trying to make things right with your husband. You're mad because the side dude won't give you no play. I do not understand this logic. I'm not finna give you no advice. You two are gonna burn wherever the fuck you go because that shit is ridiculous. Like, you not even trying to fix shit with your husband. Like, you only give a fuck about the side dude? Really? I don't understand this. I'm so fucking confused. I am so confused as to why you would even consider the side dude as somebody who you could live with. Bless you, AJ. Oh, AJ left. I'll tell him when he come back. I don't have anything to say, girl.
Thank you.
He said thank you. Dirty Detroit, child. I would cut both of them off out of my life because you'll both be betrayed in the worst way possible. Not you want your side nigga over your husband, right? Am I the only one? Like what? And not till he freaked out and told your husband. He ain't freak out and told your husband. He told your husband. So both of y'all, girl, he ruined your life. So you wouldn't be out here, child. He fucked you over on purpose. He was tired of fucking with you. He thought you was gonna die. I don't think that weapon discharged by accident. I don't think that. I think that nigga did that shit on purpose. I think he tried to kill you. And when it didn't work, that fool went ruined. Ooh. It's just something that fell off of the garbage can. It's fine, Dad. I think he tried to kill you. I'm 100% sure on that because there ain't no way. Why would he freak out and tell your husband? He had no reason to. He had no reason to tell your husband anything. Logan, just put it down. Just put it down. Go see what Nana wants. Get. Why you want a side nigga that can't play his role? Okay. Nope, I can't make a sensible response to 4 or 5, girl. Girl, why would you have a side dude that has a gun that injured you and you're worried about him trusting you? I can't. The question I have is why was the gun loaded? Shouldn't the safety be on the gun? If you're a responsible person, you got a gun under your pillow, that's fine. You sleep with your gun on your pillow. That trigger could go off, though. So you put the safety on the gun. If you feel like somebody's intruding in your home, you can always pull the gun out and take the safety off. So why was the safety not on the gun under the man's pillow? I think he was trying to kill you. I really do. I think he was trying to kill you, and when that didn't work, he moved into ruining your relationship. Something about this don't sound right. What you need a suitcase for? Who leave it? Who leave it? Mommy want the suitcase? Yeah. Mommy, where you going? You ain't got to say it like I was supposed to know that. You ain't got to say it like I was supposed to know that. You just say, I'm going to the ball. Remember, that's all you got to say. Oh, she being petty. The gun was definitely loaded purposely. He was trying to take her out. See, Pierre with me. You with me, Pierre. Because there ain't no way. There ain't no way. No. 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 No, 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 no. Something about that don't sound right. It don't sound right. I don't like it. I don't like. Y'all lying to me, okay? Oh boy, was trying to murder her. All right. Question number 6. This week of the 6 brown chicks is gnarly. It is nuts. I'm gonna include this on my podcast on my Am I the Asshole Friday. So if you hear it come up again, just know that this wasn't included as part of the episode. Question number 6. I left my crazy, money-hungry baby mama for her soft, religious cousin. Cousin told me certain sexual acts were disrespectful to her religion. Oral sex means using your mouth to call the devil. Certain sex positions means you're dancing for the devil. I said, okay. So when I walked in on her giving oral to her married prayer partner, she said she can only do that with him. And my baby mama says her religious cousin is the biggest hoe in the family and I should get tested. I didn't pass the test. Herpes. My baby mama won't forgive me. She don't know about the herpes. Oh my God.
That's nasty.
That's what you get for thinking because the cousin was religious and quiet and soft that she wasn't out there in them streets. The unassuming ones be the ones. That's your damn fault. That's your damn fault. You did it to yourself. Now you done got burnt For real, for real.
Out there throwing her whole ass in the circle saying that she's doing
With
it
a
for Jesus.
prayer warrior partner.
I
Mm-hmm.
want to see doing it for Jesus.
Mm-hmm. But don't want to do it with you? Why not? Like, I mean, if you done stole him from your cousin, wouldn't you want to be with him? Right?
One would think.
I don't know what to tell you. It sounds like you and the cousin going straight to hell. Cause that's a mess.
With gasoline draw.
That don't make no damn sense. Don said, y'all, it's Detroit. I'm just saying. It sounded like a D-boy, and it sounded like he was trying to kill her. He could at least keep it under the bed, especially while having sex. No, because see that gun accidentally go off. He absolved of any responsibility. It was an accident. Right?
Right.
I'm just saying. He said, that's a mess. Honey, I would have dipped when she said she don't suck. What can I do with that?
What's name did that shit during the motherfucking pandemic? Carlos Miller was on live, and he on Instagram. He would just let people, like random people, jump in the live and
when the girl said
and
she
the conversation went towards sex.
Don't say it loud.
And he asked, "Do she give said act?" She said, "No." He kicked her out so goddamn quick. Talking about, so I don't need all this negativity in my life. It was like, she ain't welcome here.
Kevin said, if you want to move on from your late relationship, fine, but do not, I repeat, do not sleep with her family member. Ooh, it's a buggy. How did it fall from the ceiling? I need to wash my hair tomorrow, too. You got work to do. You gonna help me wash my hair? You see? Why y'all want to help me wash my hair?
You got no choice. If I have to make clean out there, you can't.
Said, but also don't judge a book by its cover because you got played like a fiddle. Babe, listen. I don't know what to tell him other than he got herpes. He definitely need to tell his baby's mother that he got herpes, because if he had slept with her recently after he was with the cousin, which I'm pretty sure he probably coerced her into doing, unless she know, she haven't been sleeping with him because she know her cousin nasty. Like, I don't know. I would tell her, because if you were sleeping with her before you left the baby mama, you most definitely could have exposed her to herpes, and she could have got herpes too because of you, because of your irresponsible nature.
Yeah, that's right. I called that game over.
Herpes ain't the game over, but
you can't get rid of that shit.
But it ain't game over. Like, you can live with herpes.
Oh, I'm not saying that. What I mean by game over is stuff.
I'm just saying, like, that. I don't know what to tell you, babe, other than good luck and Godspeed. That's all I can tell you. Well, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna let y'all marinate on everything. We're gonna go ahead and wait till Friday to come back here, and we're gonna talk some more. And I bought a new board game. It is called Blank Slate, and I think Saturday I'm gonna play it with AJ, but it seemed like a fun game. I want to play it with y'all too. So Thursday, if I don't have nothing to do, I might be recording the podcast Thursday. But if Thursday I don't have nothing to do, we're gonna play Blank Slate. Okay, I'm gonna let that marinate with y'all. We had a good conversation, a good topic today. So shout out to Icy Brazy for the topic, because I appreciate that. Because I had no idea what we was gonna talk about besides backlash. So I appreciate that. I was gonna get on out of here. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming in here and sticking around. I know that times can be hard. You just need a little bit of fun in your life, and you just want to sit and chat and listen to somebody rant and rave about wrestling for a couple hours. And I can do that. I can do that on the regular. Not marinate, y'all. Good night. Now I ain't gonna be able to do that this week, baby. The throat tentacles is not where they need to be. I ain't gonna be able to do that. No, I ain't gonna be able to do that.
They get ready to go.
Who?
Kevin there.
No, not yet. Kevin.
Everything working?
Yeah, it worked. I got it to work.
Huh?
Y'all not leaving yet, babe. Your daddy not here yet. Logan, if you stop ear hustling, you would know that that's not what he was asking. Go in the room and mind your business. Go mind your business. Thank you. Always in somebody's business. Anyways, I'll see y'all. Maybe I'll come back on here tomorrow. I don't know. If I feel like it. I'll see y'all Saturday. Well, Friday for sure. And Saturday for sure after Backlash. Have a good night. Bye.